Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd give live a try. It's been a while since I've taken YouTube seriously. I used to do live all the time. But then I started getting censored all the time. So it's interesting how that goes, isn't it? I don't know if this thing is recorded. I think it's recorded, and then I'm gonna have the recorded version available in the future. But it's interesting how what gets censored is not false, it's the truth. How do I know that? Because look around. Do false things get censored from the internets? Obviously not, right? No, the truth is what gets censored from the internet. So what are they trying to hide? Well, basically anything that gets censored must be the truth. Of course, that's not literally true, I'm sure, but it's a general rule of thumb. So if there are certain things that you talk about, no problem, no censorship, well then apparently these are things that are, you know, you're not over the target, as they say. You're saying things that are not dangerous to anyone. You didn't get censored, so apparently not, you know, talk about kitty cats, talk about puppies and whatever. And you're safe, you know. Today I'm just taking a walk out here at, I love these, what do you call it, disc golf? Is that the disc golf? Yeah, I think is what you, frisbee golf. I love these courses because they will clear out some spaces for you to walk around. In my town we have plenty of parks. But I guess today I want to gloat. It's true. I'm interested in gloating. Go Trump. I want to point something out, okay? Have you seen these videos of people crying? I can't believe it. This is so terrible. I'm not exaggerating. I'm barely even touching the surface because these people are mentally unstable. They're mentally unill. Unill? You be unillin'. No, they're mentally ill. They're narcissistic personality disorder victims. So it's really interesting, the difference between the left and the right. We don't try to assassinate anyone. The insurrection, oh, okay. Yeah, we cause insurrections, that's what we do. Now, have you seen the meme? He's like scratching his head going, okay, I'm confused. How many insurrections have guided tours? How many of those happen? Have you seen the videos? The cops are escorting people into the buildings. I'm talking about the insurrection, January 6th. What was that, years ago? They're still talking about this retarded shit. The only person that died that day was one of the protesters. She got shot by a cop. White woman got shot by a black cop. She was unarmed. We didn't hear anything about that because it doesn't fit the narrative. If you're already, you might already be tuned into this. Maybe I'm not telling you anything new, but maybe I am. Maybe you're not aware of this stuff. See, if the left-right divide, it's amazing. The left is kept in the dark to an insane amount. Insane. So on that note about insurrection, the thing is, somebody wanted to make the point, it might have been a right-wing, I think it was a right-wing person trying to make the point that, I think it was, no, actually it was it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I hear it from both sides. We have different morals. Okay, let's discuss this because I think we don't. I think we don't. What I want to point out is we believe different things. We don't have different morals. We have pretty much the same morals. If you live in some exotic land with a completely different culture, okay, maybe we have different morals. But you and I, we live in this Hebrew culture. That's basically what it is. Christianity, Islam, we are Hebrew descendants. We're descendants of a Hebrew religion. So we all basically have this same culture, okay? People say, oh, Islam, their culture is so different. No, I don't think it is. You need to check with your Zionist media. Okay, here we go. I was trying not to get censored, but yeah, I better tone it down. I didn't mean to get into the whole Hebrew thing, but all I'm illustrating is Christianity, Judeo-Christian, I'll say it that way. Judeo-Christian culture, we're all the same. We have the same morals. Morals don't come from religion. You don't get your morals from religion, but some people, they need something to go, okay, so they say, I have Christian morals. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm not a Christian, but I do too. How's that sound? How's that sound? I'll go ahead and call my morals Christian. Okay, so I'm saying we all have the same morals. It's just that we have different beliefs. You believe everyone is equal. So do I. You believe that gay marriage is not moral. Well, here's where we differ. I believe that it's not part of that. I'm like Trump. I'm for gay marriage. Did you know he's the first president that was pro-gay marriage? Of all presidents, left or right, Trump is the first pro-gay marriage president. Then how do these Christians support him? The left-wing people might say, trying to criticize Trump. Well, you know, maybe you should take that as an illustration that right-wing people, they're not a one-issue group. You know, Trump and maybe a lot of conservative candidates, they basically align with the Christian ethics, morals, whatever. But what I was trying to get to, we believe different things. January 6th, the reason I started with that, see the weave? The reason I started with January 6th is you believe, you hypothetical left-wing person who doesn't have access to the information that I have, you believe it was an insurrection. You believe that these people were there to take over the government. All these conservatives with no guns were there to take over the government. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna touch that part. Okay, whatever, yeah. How many insurrections happen without guns? Okay, there were guns. I don't think there were guns. An insurrection isn't a couple guys with guns, grandmas and grandkids, and then a bunch of dipshit potheads who whatever. That's not an insurrection. Not to mention the part that I brought up, the velvet ropes, the police escorting people into the building. We have a different belief system. We have different beliefs about this insurrection because you're not privy to the information I'm privy to. You haven't seen the footage of the police escorting the people into the building. And then the people, single file, walking between the velvet ropes. You haven't seen that. Therefore, we believe differently. We don't have different morals. We have different beliefs. You believe something that I don't believe. Okay, some Christians believe something that I don't believe, which is gay marriage is wrong. I don't believe that. That's not what I believe. Do we have different morals? I don't think we have different morals. A Christian will say, I'm not against gay people, it's just that gay marriage is wrong and the gay lifestyle is wrong. I don't believe that. Honestly, I don't think it's the best lifestyle in terms of what is practical and you know, productive. But smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, smoking pot, a lot of things, rampant sex, or even jerking off. A lot of these things, they're not the best lifestyle, but hey, I would never dream of mandating any of these things, because we got to figure things out. We got to figure things out on our own. If you become addicted to jerking off, well, you know, you got to grow through that. You got to grow through your experiments in life. You have to. You have to. I mean, you can't just, okay, the kids that rebel because mom says you can't do this, you can't do that, what happens? Like, do you guys know that the church, the pastor's daughter, what are they known for? They're known for being promiscuous. Why is that? And this is not all of them or anything, but this is a generalization. Why is that? Because they rebel against Pastor Daddy. It's normal for kids to rebel. Okay, how do they learn? Well, they learn by rebelling. They go off on some rebellious streak. They end up pregnant, or they end up in jail. Maybe I should rethink this. That's how life is. You screw up, you keep going. That's how gay relationships can be. That's how lots of relationships can be. That's all we have, our relationships. So, you know, is gay marriage wrong? No, I don't think it's wrong. I think it's, like I said, maybe not the most productive, but it's, I would never try to mandate. So we have different beliefs. We don't have different morals. We all think everybody should be equal. Yeah, I think it's a strong point that needs to be made over and over again. What you believe is based on the information that you're aware of. If there are certain things that you're not aware of, well then, you're gonna have different beliefs than me. Okay, to flip the coin, to do debate class where, I'm sorry it's so damn loud. Maybe I took a wrong path here, but to do debate class, you have to flip arguments. You have to argue one side and then you have to argue the other side. I'm gonna argue for gay relationships. I've been around some gay couples where it's harmonious, it's harmony. It's harmony. It's a harmonious relationship. I don't care what they do in the bedroom. I don't care what anybody does in their bedroom. I don't care. Stay away from the kids, you know? Just do your thing. Gay couples, I'll be friends with gay couples, of course. A lot of my friends are gay. Well, not a lot, I don't have many friends, but over the course of my life, I've had plenty of gay friends. So, gay relationships can be healthy. You see what I'm saying? They can be more healthy than a marriage between a man and a woman sometimes. I've seen marriages that are extremely unhealthy, and these are people staying together because they think that that's what the Bible told them to do, or whoever told them to do. Okay, well, we all live by different beliefs. This is my point. And if you've never seen a gay couple that is harmonious and, you know, productive, then you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You don't have good judgment on the topic. If you just hate gay couples, or you think that it's in the Bible, so gay people are wrong, well, you don't have a full spectrum of life to make your judgment. So I know that a man and a woman raising a child is best. That much I know. Two men raising a child, two women raising a child. It's not ideal. But you know what? A divorced family is also not ideal, but we survive. Here I am. It's not ideal. Well, what is? Lots of things are not ideal. So, therefore, banning gay marriage? No, no. Abortion, banning abortion? No. However, we have to come to some compromises. Abortion's a good one. And topic because compromise has to be struck. We need laws that, we need laws. So, okay, now, right now, the left wing, we have these people screaming and crying. Okay, they're crying out of empathy and compassion. Really? Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think they're crying out of narcissism because they didn't get what they want. That's just me. But on the topic of abortion, we have to come to compromises. Can you tell that I lost my train of thought there? I thought I was getting to a point, but then I guess I lost it. Well, no, I didn't. Okay, so abortion, you call it a right. You call abortion a right. Really? Is murder a right? I mean murder. If I go down the street and I murder somebody, is that a right that I have? No, of course abortion's not murder. I didn't say that. I'm asking a separate question. Is murder a right? It's not a right that we have, is it? What about soldiers? That's not murder, that's war. Okay, then what's the fucking difference? Killing another person, life, whatever, killing another being. Do I have a right to do that? If you're in the army, you have a right to do that under certain circumstances. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Is it American law or is it international law? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's why we make laws. We make standards, we decide what is moral. Is that the word? No, I don't think that's the word. We make rules. What is what? So the question is, where do you get this idea that you have a right to have an abortion? Since it's not in the Constitution, I don't know where you think that comes from. And it's that simple. This was never a federal issue. Okay? People that live in California do things differently than people that live in Indiana. This is why we have separate state governments. It makes sense that we have separate state governments, because if you need an abortion 24 hours a day for 9 months, until the moment of conception, moment of birth, move to California if that's what you need. If you are more churchy, you want to live with church kind of people, move to the Midwest somewhere. You're going to find your kind of people in the Midwest. We have 50 different governments in the United States, and abortion was never a federal right. That's all there is to that. No one's taking your rights away. We actually have more choices now. That's what America's supposed to be. Muslims live over here, Jews live over here, white people, black people, Mexicans, and sometimes they live in the same area. This is America. We can do that. We can do any of those choices. If you want to live only amongst your kind, you can do that somewhere in America. I only want to live around Irish people. Okay, then move to Boston, to the Irish district or whatever. I only want to live around Germans. Okay, move to Indiana, where 90% of us are German descendants. You have the choice. You have choices in America. Same with abortion. You have choices here. That's why we have 50 states. It was never a federal issue. So stop crying about abortion. Move to California if that's what you want. Now, let's get back to the topic of saving our country. Do you think maybe, even Mr. Pro-abortion, do you think maybe there are more pressing issues for the president and the Congress and the House of Representatives to be talking about rather than abortion? Don't you think? Don't you think? What do you think? Roe versus Wade was overturned. Oh my God, end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world. Let's move on to fixing the finances of this country. How about we put a businessman back in charge of the country instead of Mr. brain dead, Mr. Brain Dead can't form a sentence, or the cackling hyena who only likes to convict potheads, throw them all in jail. She has no qualifications, and I'm sorry, but Biden is too old. He's too old. We told you that the whole time. We told you that for a long time. No, he's sharp as a tack. 1 week later, Biden is stepping down. He's no longer able to be president. Hello? So why does the left have to lie so much to their constituents? That's what I want to know. If you're still left-wing, you need to do some soul searching, like Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, RFK Jr. These people, even when they were still Democrats, I've been a Republican for quite a while. Well, it's not what I identify as, but I am more conservative. I have a more conservative tendency. Libertarian, conservative. That's my tendency. But even so, RFK and Tulsi, I was so enamored by them when they were still claiming to be Democrats. They're Democrats, but I was still like, wow, these people are impressive. What do you know? They come to the Trump side. And then Elon, even though I have some differences with him, I'm banned from Twitter permanently currently. I won't get into it, what the discussion was, what the topic was that I got banned for. I won't get into it. Not happy about that. But here's where the real world kicks in. Elon is a fucking genius. He's just a genius. He knows how to get things done. He'll tell you he's not the smartest guy. It's just that he's got an ability to actually carry out these ideas and make them happen. Have you seen his rockets? So these are impressive people. What do you know? They're on the Trump team. JD Vance, have you heard this guy talk? Holy crap. Dude is so sharp as a tack. It's amazing. In his dignity, I mean, did you see the vice president thing? The two guys, I actually liked Tim Walz. I thought he was a nice guy. Not the smartest tack in the toolbox, but a nice guy. In general, I like Tim Walz. When people talk shit about him, I'm like, I don't know. He was okay. I don't know about him running the show or anything, but nice, okay? He was nice. Well, JD Vance has that same kind of niceness. It was so nice, the two vice presidents. They were so nice to each other. And I'm not putting that down. That's actually, it's a good talent to have. If you can talk to people, this is not insignificant. Okay, Elon Musk, for instance, that's not really his talent. I'll call it politics. Politics is not his talent. Efficiency is his talent. So Elon says, we're going to shrink the government by $3 trillion a year. How are we going to do that? We're going to fire a bunch of people. This government does not need to be this big and bloated, like my face. Apparently somebody thinks I'm fat. This government does not need to be so bloated. Whew. Excuse me. And so that's where Elon comes in. Now, RFK Jr., I always want to say JFK, RFK Jr., his talent is health. I mean, you've seen this guy, right? Have you seen the meme of our last health administrator, whatever you call that, the health person, you know, the health minister. What is that called? I can't think. I can think of the guy that used to have the Amish beard from many years ago. Anyway, then the most recent person is Rachel Levine. Rachel is a genetically male, mentally female person, trans and overweight. This is our health person? Really? Okay. That's not political or anything. So instead, we're going to put in someone who is super healthy, who knows health his whole life. That's what he's been devoted to, understanding the pharmaceutical industry and the health industry. And that's RFK Jr., the nephew of John F. Kennedy, everybody's dream Democrat, including myself. He's one of my favorite presidents. You know, he is. I think Trump is most like JFK out of any other presidents. I think he's most like JFK. JFK had tact, comes from a family of money, and, you know, the ladies liked him. I don't know if the ladies like Trump quite as, I don't think it's quite like that. JFK was actually more handsome or whatever, but we're not talking about handsome. We're talking about talent and honesty. JFK was honest. So now we have his nephew, RFK Jr., Bobby Kennedy, who wants to make America healthy again. It's amazing. What a dream team. I can't believe it. I'm done with that. RFK is a phenomenon. Now, do you know Vivek Ramaswamy? He's been campaigning for Trump. The dude blew me away right off the bat. As soon as this kid starts talking, and he's like, is he even as old as I am? I don't know. He's young. I think he is younger than I am. He made a buttload of money in the health industry, biotech. He did, you should look him up if you want to know what he did, but it was good stuff. He cured cancer. He didn't cure cancer, but he did something for people with Alzheimer's or something. I don't remember, so I'm not going to pretend to know what he did, but it was technology. It was biotech. Silicon Valley kid. He is so smart. The Republican debate, Chris Christie tried to put him down. He said, "You sound like Chat GPT." Did you hear that? Like, that's, fat boy, that's supposed to be an insult? Really? He sounds like a genius? That's amazing. Chat GPT is a genius. That's what it is. It's the genius in my pocket. That's what I call it. So that's what Vivek is like. Dude is a literal genius. He's so goddamn smart. It's amazing. He's got a lot of tact. He's got a lot of understanding, like Elon, how to get things done. That's why he got rich. He's Indian. I like Indians, personally. I love Buddhism, by the way. That's my favorite religion. Buddhism came from Hinduism. Hindu. And that's a whole interesting topic. But Vivek is brilliant. He's on the Trump team as well. Okay, another person I want to talk about is Tulsi Gabbard. Do you know Tulsi Gabbard? She's another one. When she was a Democrat still, I said, she's amazing because she spoke with honesty. People that speak with honesty will put their foot in their own mouth, if you know the expression, please. She put her foot in her mouth. That means she fucked herself. Democrats, the military complex, they said no, not this. He had dementia. Did this thing freeze? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Anybody there? I just see a frozen screen. Somebody talk to me. Put something in the comment. Can you hear me or see me? What's going on here? Man, I hate that. Yeah, that's weird. Hello? Oh well. I guess I'm gonna quit. I don't think you can see me. Good day.